Welcome back, everybody, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac Randomizer series. Today is going to be a Lilith run. I'm not sure where I really plan to go with this one. Probably just trying to go to Shoal, get that extra unlock there, but whatever happens in the run happens. Let's get going here. I have not played this game in a couple of days, like 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Seed, by the way, is going to be 1VXH, 1HJE. Actually, it's the 27th right now, which means the last time that I played the game was 4 days ago on the 3rd when I did a 100 basement speedrun. So if you don't know what that is, there is an Easter egg seed in the game that puts you on infinite basement. It's the back rooms of Isaac, you could say. Essentially, it just loops basement 1 and 2 forever. And they finally decided to add that category to the speedrun board, as in, like, how fast can you beat 100 basement floors in a row? I got currently a 7th place time of 26 minutes and I think it was 22 seconds. It was a very, very fun run to do, I gotta say. It was definitely tedious, though. I had to hold the R key for, God knows how long. I think it was at like 2 hours and 45 minutes, we had finally gotten why? We had finally gotten a run that could go, past like basement 10. The strategy being mostly try to find Tarot deck and try to get some really, really good boss killing power, which, what happened? I got a little bit unlucky by the end with the red portal spawning, but you know what? We take those. 7th place is not bad in the grand scheme of things either, so I'm pretty okay with it. Let's go fight Monster right now. But what I wanted to talk about today is I've been thinking in my head for a while. I've always wanted to make a video game. I think it could be a fun thing to do, and I like to think that, as a guy who plays a lot of video games, I have a decent idea of what can make a game fun mechanically. And it would be pretty derivative, obviously. I'm not the most creative person in the world. I'm not going to claim to be. It would easily be like you would call it inspired by X or Y. It would not be like its own, super unique thing. But I was ordering a pizza about a week ago, and I kind of had this, I wouldn't call it an epiphany, but I had an idea for a video game that I think would be a very fun, short kind of deal. I don't know how to code. I'm never gonna make a video game. I have no idea. I have no coding knowledge. I have nothing. So, feel free to take my idea for yourself and make something out of it. Just give me a little bit of credit, though, if there's any talented game devs in the comments. But essentially, it would be kind of in like the style of like Doom. You are just a visionary, aren't you? That's not that bad, actually. I like this item. Does it work with Incubus, though? It does work with Incubus. Look at that. It's in the style of Doom. It's supposed to be kind of like, I wouldn't say the word is raunchy, but it would fall under being like a little bit goofy, and it's not going to take itself too seriously. Here's the pitch for you, all right? The year is like 3058, and the UN has outlawed pizza across the world, and you and your boss own the last pizza restaurant in the entirety of the US of A. And it's your duty as a freedom fighter to deliver this pizza to the customers that really want it. It's a racing type game where you're in a pizza delivery car trying to, dodge cops and dodge other, people putting bounties on your heads to get this pizza to the right address. And my idea was like the big, pull of this game is that it's one giant, Microsoft Flight Simulator map. It's one giant, huge sprawling highway system with back roads and all of this, and the address is random every single time. And your goal is to find the quickest route to wherever you're supposed to go, with the most style points, of course. There's, little hills and ramps hidden around. There's, like, power-ups to help you dodge police and other bounty hunters, that kind of deal. And my main pitch was that, like, you get items that would normally be in a racing game, like, a speed boost, or, you get to drift better. But all of these help you deal more damage to the people trying to hunt you down. And, like, the faster you go and the more, like, traffic laws you break, the higher level the police cars get, and the more dangerous bounty hunters come after you. There can be hunters that have, like, you know, big spikes in the front of their car. They have, like, bazookas or some shit like that. and you got to really navigate and balance trying to go fast but not making the game too hard for yourself, and obviously delivering the pizza there. But I wanted to take place on one giant map so that players can kind of like, you know, learn the ins and outs of everything there. But also within that, like, because the destination is random each time, have to take new, different, interesting routes to get to whatever place they're trying to go to. Personally, I think it'd be a fun idea for a game. In like the art style of like a game like Ultra Kill or Doom, you can, like, you know, customize your car. I had a couple ideas for some power-ups in there too, like maybe one that gives you when you drift around a corner, the sparks that fall off can like become flames and deal damage to oncoming traffic or whatever. Or maybe you have like you know, a jumping power to let you go like jump up highway ramps and stuff and really just kind of customize your route. I want it to be open to the player, where like whatever they want to do, they can find a way to do it. If they want to bypass a huge turn by getting like a jump power up and just, you know, jumping over the entire bridge, go for it. I think it would be a fun idea for a game. It's like a racing, you know, it's like it takes GTA's like star ranking system of like, you know, the police are after you, the more stars you have, the harder it becomes. You know, it's inspired by that, and also I think the idea of like these random power-ups around the map that also help like make each route a little bit different. That was a great dodge, BD1P. Could make for a lot of fun. Now, again, I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't really have a lot of coding experience or game design knowledge, but I'd like to think that that premise could be taken pretty far. And maybe one map is too small. Maybe like the more you play, you can unlock like alternative versions of that map, where like highways are blocked off by road spikes, or, you know, back roads have deer on them. You hit a deer, you'll lose points or some shit like that. I don't know, man. Like, it's in the very early stages of my development here. But hey, if anybody wanted to take this idea and run with it, dude, by all means, you know, make my pizza delivery dreams come true. We're gonna totally get Magic Mush in here. My Isaac has been lagging, by the way, like a lot recently. Ever since the basement run, I've been getting a couple of like, ooh, frame drops occasionally. You know what, dude? We pop these. It's gonna be a good pill. See, I told you guys, I have that built-in knowledge for what good pills can be. Touch. Hey, you can't touch me, dude. I got fruitcake in my inventory. I don't know. I think it could be a fun game. I like the games that encourage you to go fast and, you know, always be moving and constantly changing your route and changing what you do. It's kind of how Isaac is when it comes to like running this game, where you know, no two runs are ever the exact same. They can be pretty similar, obviously. You can get the same items. You can, you know, see the same rooms or bosses back to back, but majority of the time, the runs are going to be different. And I think that actually makes games have replay value, and it could be fun to have a racing challenge game kind of augment that. But I also I've been feeling a lot of the Ultra Kill spirit recently, just because, hey, that's pretty cool. They announced that Part 4 of Ultra Kill is coming out like early next year, which is pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan of the game. I'm not super good at the game. I bet if I you know, contributed a lot of time to it and I really sunk some time into practicing, I could be pretty good. I think the game has some really awesome baseline mechanics, and the boss fights are insanely fun, besides a couple I'm not a huge fan of. I think a couple of the boss fights are pretty samey, and it a lot of the time comes down to just like memorizing the exact moves to do in a row, and that can be a little bit boring. I think a little bit more variety could do the game some good, but at the same time, like, it's a fantastic game. It's probably one of the most because it's coming out in like different parts, like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. It allows for you to really like just absorb what each part has to offer by itself, and makes the game a joy to explore. Okay, so we're gonna go back here. What's in the devil deal? Nothing really that I want. You know what? We saw the items are not in the pool anymore. That's good enough for me. We have 4 cents. We could... Nah, it's not worth giving. As a range upgrade pill right there. Let's just head on down. I'm not too concerned about min-maxing the shop on this one. We just played a greed mode run. I mean, come on. But I do think eventually I would like to, you know, publish or be involved in some kind of like game dev process. It'd just be cool. As a kid, when I was in middle school, you know, every kid wants to be a game developer or a game tester or a YouTuber or whatever. On all of my like resumes, we had to research jobs for like computer class in 6th grade. I really wanted to be a game tester because I felt like, oh, that's totally a real job that pays a lot of money, is just playing video games. It exists, but I'm sure it's not, you know, the most fruitful endeavor. But still, like, I mean, it's every kid's dream to sit down and play a game for money. I think being involved in the developer process of a game could be really cool. And, you know, giving your 2 cents or trying to come up with cool mechanics or items, you know, I think it'd be a lot of fun. And I've been, you know, remotely involved, like, in the smallest and most minuscule of ways to, with other games, but, you know, nothing to the same degree as, like, a mechanic that I invented is, like, in a game or something like that. I think eventually I want to work my way up to doing that, and then hopefully play that game. I've been, doing a lot of variety on this channel recently, more than I've ever done before. I've played, like, this year alone, I think I've played more games on this channel than, like, I ever have before for a YouTube series, and that's awesome. Like, Repel a Fella, that video just came out like a week ago for you guys, somewhere around that time frame. It's a game I would normally not play because I'm not super into, like, adventure, you know, point and click type games, but Repel a Fella was pretty fun to explore whatever world they'd created there. I had a good time with it, and I'm gonna play the full game when that comes out, whether it be on stream, whether that be just for YouTube. It was a really fun experience. Go watch that video if you want to. But I did that, and the Cult of the Lamb was this year. I think Inscription kind of bled over into this year as well. Obviously, we had Mario Party on the main channel. We had like all, you know, tens of different Lego games on the other channel as well. We had a whole lot. And with the Pyramid Ultimate having a new update coming out in just a short few days, I'm going to be streaming for a big charity event with Alexa. There's a lot, and I'm really excited about it. And you know what's cool too is I'm actually like enjoying Isaac as much as I was when Repentance first came out. The Randomizer series is the perfect little balance of like, it's quick, fast-paced, vanilla-styled runs that don't take long to do at all. I'm not getting, you know, a bunch of modded, crazy BS every run that's making me have to like replan my game plan out over and over. It's nice. It's a short break from when I'm doing main channel stuff right now, which, by the way, I do want to mention because I took quite a big break from posting. It was like a month of a hiatus on the main channel, which is my longest hiatus ever. We're back to posting over there. I just posted the Lego Batman and Lego Star Wars video. I just posted the finale of the No Jump run. Go give them a watch. I put a lot of time into those, and the saga, after 6 whole months of trial and error, that whole No Jump saga is finally over, which, it's a relief, man. I've only cut off a couple of series. I think in terms of this channel, the first one that comes to mind is like things I never finished. Like Archvale is the #1 thing that comes to mind, which is weird because it's not a game that really stuck with me for super long. You know, after a while, wow, okay, we're getting some, okay, getting some good rune shards here, I guess. Nice Algis rune, but Archvale is one that I think of a lot because I played the game. You know, I beat the game off camera, but I never had a drive to make any more videos for it. Mainly, that must have been my own tier right there. Mainly because the game, after like the 1/3 mark, you never saw anything new in that game. It was just like, hey, here's an upgraded version of whatever weapon you already had. Here's an enemy that does the same thing as an enemy in the previous area, only faster or with more bullet. Like, there wasn't anything keeping me in there. I only finished the game out of like principle because I was already so far into it. I wanted to finish it off entirely, but it was kind of disappointing. And there was a point on this channel where I was debating on making a video essay. I know, God forbid, white boy makes video essay about why Inscription worked and why Archvale really didn't for me. And I think it came down to premise. Whereas Archvale, you know, it was kind of misleading in its approach to marketing, where it marketed itself as an adventure roguelike, where nobody's maps are the exact same, and every playthrough has the same ending goal to make your way and follow the same story, but everybody's path is different. And that's true in, like, the simplest of terms. Everybody has the same rooms. Everybody has the same areas. But it's just the order of the areas that change. For example, my, first grassland area led into a desert, and Kielvin's was like a snow area. You eventually make your way to all of these places, but it's just where they are on your route. It really changes nothing gameplay-wise. And after kind of realizing, like, man, my playthrough is the same as everybody else's, despite it being marketed as like a roguelike, I don't really feel a drive to keep going on with this game right now. So I stopped playing it. And the weirdest thing happened to me yesterday. Like, I made a community post on the main channel about, like, the No Jump finale just came out, and somebody commented, what happened to Archvale? I've never posted an Archvale video. Oh, that's huge. I've never posted an Archvale video on that channel, so that person must be very confused about what they're watching, because that was on this channel. I wonder if shop upgrades. No, because our first one was different. We're getting some lucky shop upgrades here, I think. Unless, like, 10 coins was something completely, like, stopwatch, and, then the store levels start coming. I don't know. We're getting some nice, weird store upgrade levels there. But, hey, we have an Azazel unlock. That's pretty damn lucky, I gotta say. Why don't we, can we blow this up? I think it's worth. I was almost way too close to that bomb. It could be an unlock for doing that there. Out of the room, please. Let's go fight our boss. Depths 1 shouldn't be maybe the cage. Oh, dude, look at that. He's got the knowledge inside of him. And 100% devil deal chance on this floor, by the way. So let's not somehow find a way to botch that with 2 full spirit / black hearts there. But I don't know. Like, that was, I think, maybe this is the only series I ever just didn't finish. I know I stopped playing Revita a while ago, which is just because, like, Revita wasn't a series. It's, again, I'm going to go back to, when I feel like it. I wouldn't say, like, I dropped Revita as a series, mainly because I plan to go back. It's not really, like, it's not a cohesive thing. It's a roguelike. It's like Isaac. If I stop playing Isaac for, like, a month and come back to it, I didn't stop a whole series. I just stopped playing Isaac for a bit, as opposed to a story-based game that has a whole thing you're supposed to follow, and if you fall out of that for too long, you may never go back. It's like that sort of thing. But I wouldn't call Revita a scrapped series. I finished Inscription. I even finished a full Mario Party playthrough on this channel. Balloons is still happening intermittently. It's just Merm is quite busy with school right now, and once winter break hits, she'll get the videos back rolling on that. Brotato is still going. I'm trying to think, what other games have I played on? I can't even remember what games I've played on this channel, man. When you do this, like, I've only been doing this for 2 years, like, not even that long. But when you are doing something for, like, 2 years, and you're trying to think back, like, what have I experienced? It's hard to remember all that kind of stuff. Like, I can think of, I'll put it this way. When I was making a playlist for, like, when I was sleeping in my subathon, I wanted to make it just, like, one of every, unique video on the channel. The start of the Inscription series, like an Isaac mod review, one of the Mario Kart videos, one of the Mario Party videos, 30 character, like, all the unique stuff I've done on this channel. And as I was going back, I swear to God, like, I didn't remember practically anything. Which sounds bad, and I know that sounds very, very bad, but it was like walking through memory lane and being like, oh, yeah, that did happen, didn't it? I buy this, I pop this, I take this, I bomb this. Like, oh, that did happen, didn't it? It's just one of those things where you're like, man, like, time flies. I can barely remember doing this for a series. I can, not remember what I did for this series, or this one, or that one, or this one. Hell, even, like, when I think of stuff I've played recently, I often forget to include Cult of the Lamb, even though I loved that game. I thought it was great. I often forget to include that, mainly because it kind of happened in, like, the transitional period of me stopping doing Daily Isaac, but also I was still doing Daily Isaac. I mean, I don't know. I think this series stick in my head when they happen around important events in the channel. Besides, obviously Isaac, has just been going on for 2 years of Isaac now. Oh, Emperor card. You know what? I think I will take Emperor card instead of Strength. We can speed up our next floor. Fantastic. Like, I think of Inscription because, like, that was my favorite game of the year last year, and it's one of my favorite of all time. It's a fantastic game. If you haven't played it already, go play it. It's in the BD1P exclusive Pyramid deck, so I recommend you get that game on your wish list right now, boys. But I think of that. I can think of, like, in terms of one-off series, the Binding of You, like the knockoff game, that was pretty fun to do. I can think of Repellafella, but I can't think of anything else, and I know I've done more than that. It's just like, Let's Play content is not meant to be long-standing. You're meant to watch it, and like after a month, it loses all of its steam on YouTube. Then it's like, what's the new thing he's posted? What's the new video he posted? Like it's not meant to stick around forever. So when I post these one-off videos that I really enjoy, they're gonna have a very short life cycle. You know what I can think of right now is the Tainted Cain Minecraft video, where I made the title like, "This mod is crazy. This Tainted Cain mod is wild," and it was literally just like, ooh, actually. We take Devil card, and we run Boss Rush right now. That's pretty unique for us to get. Ease Mascara. Okay, we'll take Pisces. Tears Up is like the best out of all of those items there, I'm pretty sure. But, like, it's hard to think back, because even me, like, even though I enjoy and I take pride in making that kind of content, it's so hard to think back just because, like, the life cycle is so short. Meanwhile, I could probably name, like, I posted about 30 videos on the main channel. I could probably name every video I posted over there. Oh my god, I forgot we get, like, a lot of incubi in here. Because those videos, they're meant to have a longer lifespan. There's more effort put into them. There's more everything. There's more, production value, whatever it may be. So those, like, they stand for longer, and they get more views, and they have more of an impact on, like, my public persona. So those are, like, I can keep in mind for sure. But man, it's like, it's hard to think back and be like, what have I really done on this channel besides Isaac? I could not name every series that I did, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm sure if I did like only this channel, and I was only doing like Let's Play stuff, like someone like Alexa does usually, I could probably name most series that I've done, but I'm split. I'm between 2 different worlds right now, so not the case. But whatever that may be, I still have enjoyed everything I've done on this channel. I don't have any. I'm not like embarrassed of anything, or not proud of. I mean, there's like choices that I've made, like when I made the 30 character run video and I made the entire video background blurry because I was lazy. Yeah, that was definitely a choice I should have not made. What even? I can't even see what's hitting me right now. But, it's growing pains. When you're starting off a channel or you're doing something new, you're not going to know how to please everybody. But that mistake that I made, blurring the entire video, making it borderline unwatchable, hey man, it taught me a lot, because now I know never to do that again. And it made my future videos better. So even the mistakes you make can have a pretty big impact on, what your content will look like in the future. So it's all got its purpose to some degree. Oh, this guy is the new patterns, that's right. I like his new patterns. They're fun. Ouch. That hurts. Quite a bit, actually. We have 4 Psyflies right now, dude. How is any projectile hitting us? We have 5. 5 goddamn Psyflies. Oh, we could have taken Belly Button and held 2 Emperor cards, I think. Maybe. I don't actually know how that... Is Belly Button, is that just trinkets? I'm thinking of Polydactyl. That's just trinkets. Only a couple more waves to go here. That's just trinkets that I'm thinking of right there. But regardless, I know I talk about my YouTube channel a lot and like what I plan to do, but that's like always in the forefront of my mind. It's my job. It's what I enjoy doing in my free time as well. I meet some cool people through it, so when I think of like, man, like what's going on in my life right now, I'm always thinking of like, what's my next move? What's the next BD1P officiated move in this business? And it's always next video, next project, next whatever. But yeah, I'm glad it's like that. I enjoy it being like that because it's fun, and the more that I do it, the more. Hey, Necropolis. Okay, okay, Sacred Orb. All right, BBF. I will trust you will be okay. We have a Demon Baby as well right now. We'll take Emperor card. We'll move on down. We'll pop the Emperor card right away, I think. Hope we don't get a Devil Deal. It will make our chance of getting Shoal next floor a little bit harder. But you know what? If that's the case, that's the case. No deal? Ouch. What are you doing? Okay. We should have a 100%. You are an asshole. I can't grab it. We should have a 100% chance at a Devil Deal on this floor. Right, okay. And if we don't take any damage... Well, red heart damage, I should say. We should... There we go. That's good for us, too. Nice. We should be getting the trapdoor down to Shoal, where we can go fight Satan, get another unlock. We have Azazel, we got Sacred Orb, we got Necropolis of all things, too. So, we got some good stuff happening right now that I am ecstatic to get working with us. And next run, I guess, will be an Azazel run, which will hopefully end up being a quick one. By the way, what I want to do actually is, I was thinking, like, how do I want to balance doing greed mode and doing challenge runs? I'm probably going to be streaming the challenge runs as like a little bit of bonus content for stream viewers. It's going to get posted here regardless, but just so you know, if you want to come watch them live, that was stupid. I'm going to be streaming the challenge runs, and maybe a couple of the greed ones too when it gets like real grindy for 999 sets. Because right now, it may have to be like, you know, one normal, one greed, one normal, one greed, because we got to be doing a lot of greed runs. We could go for greed game break. That is very perfect for us right now. We could go for a greed game break, I guess, and, you know, like if we do multiplayer, which could be fun to do, I guess, but might have to like downgrade patches to, you know, properly make that R-key situation work. Because I guess I could use Platinum God, but that feels, you know, just the tiniest bit cheap. What do you got for me right here? Nice. Oh, dude, we got like a whole Dagaz rune there. I'll give you some money. A Hierophant card. Our HP got, you know, way, way better from this floor. Pop. We can take... we don't need it. We'll take World card for the next floor, which we should be getting, hopefully. And then we'll just... we'll crush. Right now, we have, I would say, close to 0 chance of winning. Or winning. 0 chance of losing. 100% chance to win these runs. Because we are just so goddamn... Look at us, dude. Is this the run of a loser? All right. Down to Shoal. Sanguine Bond. Very epic. Nice. Let's pop World card. I think killing Deadly Sins gives you unlocks, so we might as well go and kill whatever this fool is. I'm going to guess Sloth. I don't know why my brain is saying it's definitely Sloth. I told you guys it was Wrath the whole time. What are you guys, stupid? You think it was Sloth? No, it was Wrath the entire time. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Emperor card. That is... That's actually perfect for us. We can just pop this and be done. Perfect flaming bomb right there. You'll love to see it. Fallen is already dead. I am out. My bomb just didn't... Whoa, that was weird. My bomb input did not place there. I hit it, but it did not place a flaming bomb down. I might have been too close to my cooldown. Honestly, I have no idea what happened there. But either way, guaranteed victory. Lovely. What do we get here? All right. That's part of the game break right there, I guess. But hey, if you enjoyed the run of my commentary, liking a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. Go check out my new main channel video on the other channel link down below as always. And hey, I've been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.